Can we build a city without building any roads? Well, let's find out. You may be thinking, how is that possible? How can you build a city without building any roads? And I'll just kind of show you how. So, I may not be able to build any roads per se, but I could place down a harbor which, oh look at that. It has a road attached with it. I could do that. Or, you know what? There's fishing harbors too. Those have roads attached to it. So things like that, we can do things like that in order to get buildable areas, which severely limits us and also poses another challenge. How do we connect those roads? How do we get people in and out? That's the point of this video, so stick around and let's see if we can figure that out. Okay, I just wanted to fix my sand because it looked terrible without the sand, but now we got sand, so we're looking pretty good here. So I think the first thing we need to go through is, I do have some mods enabled, but they're not really gonna help me any. I mean, it's just your standard mods that like just make the game better. The only thing I did do is I have 81 tiles and I unlocked the central 25 tiles. And I use unlock all so that everything is unlocked. And that is very important, otherwise the only thing you would be able to build would be a harbor, and that's 80,000. And you start out with 70,000. You wouldn't even be able to start the challenge. So I think unlock all is a pretty good thing to have. There's a very awesome public transportation option, which is a monorail station with a road, which if you place that down, it actually comes with buildable area. So if I spam a lot of these in the central part of the area, we can actually get something going there. So we're not limited just to the outsides. We have a lot we can do here. But I think my first goal here is going to be to set up a way for people to get into the city, and that's going to be with the harbor here. And that gives us our first set of buildable area, which is right there. It's not much, but it's something we can work with, okay? So that's how we're going to get people in. Now we need to figure out a way to make money before we can't make any money. So fishing's going to be the way to go. And let's see, we can do salmon. We can basically do anything, but the nearest thing we have is anchovy and shellfish. We should probably do that. So we can get shellfish. That's 36,000. That's kind of expensive. Anchovy is actually a lot cheaper at 16,000. And a fishing harbor, just a generic one, is at 8,000. So we might want to do that. Let's see how big this is. That gives us extra road, which is nice. That also gives us extra road. So if we kind of go between these two, I think we'll be okay. Everything else is a little expensive. Oh, the fish farm is actually pretty cheap. We could do that too. But everything else is really expensive. So let's start by placing down a few fishing harbors. So then we can make sure we can start making some money here. I think I'll start off with 4. Now remember, I can't place any roads, so I actually cannot connect any of these. But the one rule I forgot to mention that I can do is I can place any paths down. As long as they don't have any buildable area, I can place a path down. So I could, in theory, do something like this and just connect those. So that's kind of what this challenge is all about, is can I build a city like this? But that's wasting space there, as you noticed. We want to try and connect like that, and that way we're not taking any spots that are buildable. Distance is too short, of course it is. There we go. Okay, everything's buildable still. One of the big things we need to worry about is electricity, and I don't want to take up any area for electricity, so we might want to stick with advanced wind turbines or windmills, or even an ocean thermal conversion plant, since I can just place that right here. That's probably a good one there, but that costs a lot of money. I don't want to spend it on that right now. So I think I'll stick with a turbine like that. And we also need to think about, how can we export all this? How can we export fish so that we can make money? Well, we also need a harbor, like a cargo harbor here. So that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to have to use some game mechanics to see if that even works. I don't even know if it works, but we're going to attempt to use some game mechanics from the plazas and promenades with the pedestrians only. So we're going to give it a shot. We're going to fill this in with pedestrians only. And we should... Oh gosh, I can't remember where it is. It's right there. If we have the cargo one, the large cargo service point, well, we don't need large. We can start with a small, where we take care of cargo from here. And I want to be able to utilize as much space as possible. That's going to be the hard part, right? How can I utilize as much space as possible? And it looks like I can do that. So if we have a cargo service point right here, we should just be able to magically teleport any fishing stuff. It's a little cheap, I know, but it's how it's got to be done, unfortunately. And the other thing we'll have to worry about is garbage in the future, but we'll get there when we get there. So my first step I kind of want to do is, since we have unlock all, I'm going to utilize high density because we need to make money fast. If we're not making money, we're screwed. So if we utilize the high density here, we can plop some here. And yeah, we'll have to go into the water a little bit just to ensure that we can make money. But we'll see if that works. I'm going to utilize some commercial right there. And we also need water, which a large water tower can be placed anywhere. And thankfully we can actually utilize the roads as well for electricity. That's part of the mods. I can also make sure I don't take up any space by using the inland water treatment center. I can use a water treatment plant that goes into the water, and I don't have to connect anything to it. That's very important. So we might want to do the eco one, which costs 25,000. It doesn't really matter. We're just going to do this one. And that's close enough to where we should get power. I don't have to place water pipes down because of 81 tiles. That's going to help us a little bit. Okay. Are we ready to hit play? I'm nervous, but we're going to try it. So far it works. What do you mean? There's no garbage service point. Okay. So it also wants a garbage service point, which is understandable. I can deal with that. We just need to put in a small garbage service point. Why is that so big? That's a shame. Let's see here. So if we do that, I also want to save room for a incinerator. That might actually work. So we're going to do that, and that does work. We're going to do it. So we're already 10,000 in the hole. That's what's scary about this, is can we make the money to start exporting fish? We'll also need to tax our citizens as much as we can. I should probably also lower the budget of everything else. What's costing us so much money? It's the park area. So if we lower that budget as much as possible, we'll also lower garbage for now, we'll lower water for now, and we'll lower, well, we don't want to lower electricity. Electricity is not costing us that much, and we want to lower that. And we also have a huge problem. But that was the thing I wanted to test, right? So let's get another fishing harbor here. And I'll put it right here. If I do, where's police? Right here. Police. If I do a police helicopter, will that work? Oh, why is it like that? Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so if I do that, will that take care of it? Then a fire helicopter. Will that take care of any fires? Because that might be our one ticket to making this work. Guess the other... It does! It takes care of it. Oh, I was just blind. There is a medical helicopter, but of course it takes up so much room. So we need to figure that out. And let's get here. Will that take care of 6 citizens? I don't know. We'll figure that out. So if we do that... This all costs so much money. It's insane. And I don't think our fishing harbor is actually selling anything. Doesn't look like it is, which is unfortunate. But we are selling in here. So let's take a look at our budget again. We need to lower police, lower fire, and lower medical. So we have that. The park area just costs so much. If I just extend it to exactly where I need it and nothing else, will that help? Will that lower my budget? I have actually never tested that. So if I can lower my budget just based on that, I think we'll be in good shape. Let's try that. Does that lower our park budget? It does. Okay, that's good news. That's really good news. So, having the pedestrians area costs a lot of money, which is very bad. Everything else is at lowest budget. The ship and ferry just costs so much by itself. How do we make money, and how come they are not having garbage picked up? Is that not how this worked? Oh, I think I see why I messed up. Okay, that was my bad. I didn't realize there was a special thing in here. So let's check this out here. Let's check this out. I may be able to save this after all. Let's just give this a check, because I need to deliver everything. If I do that, I can deliver to any building even if they're not on a pedestrian road. Does that take care of issues? That took care of the garbage. Okay, that was a problem that I missed. I didn't realize that. I missed that problem. Do we deliver? Do we start delivering? Are we exporting things? I think we just started exporting. I think that's taking care of it. Can we turn this around in time? Are we going to be able to fix it? Okay, I think I'm going to need to retry this. We're going to make it a second attempt, because I've learned some things. We're going to make this work on the second try. You ready for this? Here's attempt number 2, No Road City version 2. Yeah, I don't think we can make any money off of the fish, which is unfortunate. Nice. Nice. Okay, where's our helicopter? There you are. Okay, can you take care of it? I think I have one more idea that can make us so much money. I got ideas. Okay, bear with me. We're gonna make it work next time. I'm gonna bring in so much money, and we're gonna take care of this issue that we have. Are you ready for this? I know we can do this. We can do this, all right? So the first thing we need to do is set down a harbor to get people into the place. That's important. We need to do that, all right? So now we have people that are able to get in. The next thing we need to do is figure out what type of stuff we want to use. I think sticking with the fishing harbor is going to be important. And there's a reason for that. We can just turn this thing off, and we can also utilize parks. We're going to utilize parks. We're going to charge people to walk. They have to pay money to walk. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's my strategy. So we're going to do that. We're just going to place a few of these down. So the first important piece here is we're going to turn all of these off. We don't want them. We don't want them running at all. They are not making any money for us. We don't care about them, okay? But what we do care about is our city park. We want to use a small park main gate. It costs us $48 a week. That's not expensive. So we want to do that, and then we're going to need to extend the park area as small as possible to here. And now what we can do is get another gate right there, and all we have to do is connect them. All right, cool. So that's one park. We want to make this as small as possible. And that didn't work the way I wanted it to. Perfect. Okay, so we're kind of stuck with it being like that. Awesome. Now what we do is we crank this up to 20. Everybody that walks in has to pay this fee. And now just imagine doing that over and over and over again. Every time you walk, you have to pay this fee. That's how we're going to nickel and dime our pedestrians. Because they can't get anywhere. They can't get to their houses unless they take these paths. And these don't cost that much money. They're really cheap, actually. And all we have to do is make the little connection. We also need to set up a pedestrian area because we need the service point. I might use the incineration plant because that's just going to be the best way to go about it. Let's fix our budget real quick. What do we have here? We still need water. So we'll just place a water tower right here where nothing can be built. We need to take care of sewage, which I might just do this because honestly, I don't want to deal with grossness. So start with that. And I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter anymore, does it? Still costs money. But 640, If we can get this to work properly, we're going to be in good shape. Now, we need to give people a reason to walk. And so we're going to place an industry here. I'll tell you why, because we're going to get people walking through all of this. And then we need to place commercial here and residential here. All right. And I think we're okay. We need electricity. So we're going to place that right there. I think we might be okay. I'm not going to put any police, fire, healthcare, none of that right now. Let's just hit play. Let's see what happens. Somebody send me a creature. Aha! Ha ha ha! Here we go! Here we go! This is gonna do it. We're gonna watch our money skyrocket. Here they come, here they come, here they come. Vroom! Holy smokes, yep. Okay, here they come, here they come. Vroom! Yes! 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 This is how you do it. You play the game the way the game lets you play it. And that is how you do it. Now, we're gonna go back down to the negatives. That's okay. Are people gonna continue walking? Yes, they are. They're gonna continue walking. Now imagine them walking through all of this. Yes, that's gonna keep giving us an income. That's what we have to do. This is what we have to do. So, now I just need to make this bigger. I just need to do this more. There we go. Let's build in as many people as we can. But yeah, the police helicopter should take care of these. We're oh, I love this. I love this so much. Let's just see how many people come through. That's a dog. Let's just see how many people come through here. Oh my goodness, that's so much money. That is so much money. So much money. Yes. Look at all that money. Oh man. You can do it. You can do it. That is so much money. Look at where they're all going too. They have to walk through each gate. Make me that money. Make me that money. This is amazing. The one problem that I can't take care of is the death wave. I can't fix that. The only possible way I could do that is by placing a crematorium down. But it's not going to take care of everything. It'll take care of this one building here. It'll take care of these 4. I think that's all it's going to do. Yeah, so if you have an idea for how we can take care of dead people in this, let me know. Because the only way I can think of to do it is to put a crematorium at literally every single point. Within the means of the game, that's all we can do. And that's just not going to work. But for everything else, it seems to be working just fine. So, yeah. I just wanted to show you a couple others that you could use as well. So you can use the monorail stations here. We should probably lower the budget for those. Actually, you can just turn them off, so it doesn't even matter. Let's say you use the monorail station here. You can actually place this anywhere. So let's say I wanted to put it here, and here, and here, and here. You can do that, turn them all off. And you see you have plenty of stuff. But I kind of messed up. I probably should have done something better. Like this. And that. That's probably better. So now all of a sudden you have all of this area to build on. And you can place it anywhere. On land, anywhere. It just costs a lot of money, unfortunately. These are $20,000 a pop. And that's pretty expensive. But like I said, you don't even have to pay to keep them running. And it looks like I'm having pretty good money here. Yep, I'm starting to get some money. Some inflow. Major challenges with this type of city. Is it a feasible city to have? No. No. This is not feasible at all. Is it possible? Yeah. It is. It's possible. But it's also annoying. It's very annoying to build this. I'm not gonna lie. Well, it looks like I got garbage issues over here. Well, it's just gonna have to die anyways. It's fine. I just want to see how this works. Unfortunately, it was not enough to prevent the city from collapsing in the end. I got farther than I did before. Again, the biggest problem is death care. How do we handle death care? Without a means of transportation through the air, you just can't. It's a really cool idea, but it's just quite not possible. If we can get another method of death care through the air, we might be able to do this in the future. But for now, this is not possible. And it's only the death care holding us back. That's it. Nothing else. Thank you so much for watching.